Good morning to all students of class 5. I want to say you welcome because this is the beginning of new session. So I want to say a warm welcome to all students of the Educator School. Let's start. First of all, I'm going to give you my introduction. My name is Kenneth Irfan and I will teach you science. The book which we are using is Start Science Book 5. Start Science Book 5. And today we are going to start our first chapter. First unit, that is Unit 1, Living Things. Unit 1, Living Things. And we will discuss page number 2, page number 3, page number 4 and page number 5. These are the pages which we are going to discuss today. The name of the chapter is Living Things and this is Unit 1 and the topic which we will discuss. These topics are: what are you made of? Unicellular and multicellular, cells, tissues, organs and system, and we will discuss from these topics we will discuss cells today. So let's start from the book, page number 2, the topic: what are you made of? First of all, as this is the chapter Living Thing, so living things are of 3 types: animals, plants and microorganisms. These are 3 kinds of living things. Human beings are included in the group of animals regarding science. And like human being, all animals, whether they are birds, whether they are mammals, whether they are fish, whether they are any big, small insects or like anything, they are included as animals. And all the plants, whether they are very giant size, whether they are trees, whether they are bushes, whether they are grasses, whether they are small plants, ornamental plants, every type of plants, these are living things. Not only animals and human beings are living things, but plants are also living things because they show all the properties of living things. So keep remember that living things are animals, plants and microorganisms. So we are animals. We are called social animals. So human beings, what we are made up of? All the living things, they are made up of a single unit and that is called cell. Cell is the basic unit of all living things. So from the cells, a group of cells make tissues and group of tissues make organs. A lot of organs working together make the system and the body. So our body is made up of basically by the cells. So let's read from your book. And cells are specific for their functions. They are performing specific type of functions. There are a lot of types of cells. A lot of are present in your book as well, and they are performing a specific function. One single cell is performing a specific function, and all the functions which our body is performing, like being a living thing, we are performing a different task. We need food to eat, we can move, we can breathe, we need oxygen to be alive, and we excrete a lot of things. Likewise, cells itself is a living thing and it is performing all the functions which our body is performing. So, cell is a living thing. Let's start from book, page number 2. Every living organism is made up of tiny building blocks called cells. Each cell does a specific job. As I have told you, that cells have their specific jobs. For example, they help to keep a living thing alive. There are cells that provide structures. There are some kinds of cell which provide structures. For example, if we talk about the bones are the structure of our body, and bones are made up of cells. So bone cells are providing the structure. Skin cells providing the structure. So epidermal cells, the cells which are present at the upper layer of our body, they are providing structure. There are some other cells which absorb nutrients from the food. There are some cells which absorb nutrients. We are taking a lot of kinds of food, and the cells which absorb nutrient from the food, this is their specific function. Some cells, they convert the nutrients into energy. Like their functions are divided. They have their specific functions. So here are given 3 functions in your book, but this is not all. There are a million trillion cells in our body, and they all have their specific functions. And collectively, they are working, they are performing their own job, and this is the reason that we are being alive. Now, come towards unicellular and multicellular. Uni means one. Single celled means there are some organisms which are having only single cell. I have told you in the beginning that there are 3 main categories of the living thing. One is animal, other is plant, and third is microorganism. Micro means very small, even so smaller that they are composed of one cell. Their body is having single cell, but they are performing all the activities, like they need oxygen, they need food, they move, they respire, they excrete. All the functions they are performing, even they are composed of single cell. So unicellular means they are composed of single cell, and multicellular means they are composed of a lot of cells, like human beings, like cat, like dog, like plants, like all other living things. So they are composed of a lot of cells. That's why they are called multicellular. So let's read from your book as well. Human and animals are multicellular, which means that their body are made of more than one cell. Billions and trillions of cells, to be specific, means they are performing a specific job. However, many organisms like the amoeba is unicellular organism. It's the example of unicellular organism. There are a lot of other examples of unicellular organisms like protozoa, fungi, alga, paramecium, euglena, chlamydomonas, and a lot of other organisms which are having only single cell. So they are called unicellular organisms. They are so tiny that we can see them only with the help of microscope. Microscope is the instrument with the help of which we can see these microorganisms. So at your book page number 3, there is extra information. Amoebas do not have fixed body shape. Means they do not having a specific body shape. They are in different shapes. Like for example, this can be amoeba, this can be amoeba as well. So they are having different body shapes. Or any arms or leg, they don't have arms or leg. They are found all over the world in ponds, streams and lakes. They are present in water. And next is that there is a work for you people that find the names of 10 to 12 unicellular organisms and write about them in your science journal, but we are not giving you this task as a homework. Okay, you just search the names of the other unicellular organism for your information only. Next topic is Cells, tissues, organs and system. As I have told you already that cell is the basic unit of body. There are a lot of cells which are, some are given at your book page number 5. There are few cells with their names and pictures. Nerve cells, bone cells, blood cells, muscle cells, fat cells and skin cells. These are few examples of cells and they are specific for their function. Multicellular organisms have very complex body system, beginning with the single cell from least complex to most complex. Means from least complex to most complex. So our body is very complex because it is made up of billion trillions of cells. These are the parts of work together to maintain the life and health of an organism. Means all cells are working collectively and they are performing their function. That's why the things are living. That's why our body is surviving, because of due to their specific function. And a group of cells which are working collectively, they make the tissues. Okay, now here are some information like I'm going to tell you few names: connective tissues, epithelial tissues, muscle tissues and nervous tissues. These are some examples of tissues. So tissue means the group of cells working together. These are called tissues. Like for example, our body is made up of muscle tissues. So you know very well about the muscles. These are made up of tissues. Okay. Next is that many similar cells work together to form tissues. Two or more types of tissues. Two and more types of tissues make the organs. They can be similar and they can be different types of tissues. When different types of tissues working for the same job, they make the organs. There are a lot of examples of organs like heart, lungs, stomach, brain, leaf, root, stem, flowers. These are the examples of organs, because we are talking about animals as well as plants. That's why I have mentioned you about the roots, about the stem, about the leaves and flowers. So these are the example of organs. Now this is also present at your book page number 4 as well. And next is the systems. There are a lot of kind of system. When different organs are working together, they make the system. And in our body there are a lot of system working. That's why we are alive. Like circulatory system, which flow. This is the flow of the blood throughout the body. Respiratory system, through which we breathe in and out. Digestive system, by which we digest the food. Nervous system, by which our body is controlled and our brain is working and taking different decisions. And reproductive system, by which we are producing new young ones. The next topic which we are going to discuss is page number 5, cells. So we have discussed a lot about the cells. I'm just going to read it for you because I have told you that different cells are specific for their functions, and that is written in this passage. Cells are living things. They feed, reproduce and respond to their surroundings. Inside the cells are tiny organs called organelles. Inside the cell there are a lot of other parts. Means parts of the cells are called organelles. These are different parts which are performing different functions. For example, to take in oxygen and to utilize the oxygen, and to take food, to store water and to excrete the waste products. These organelles are working in the cells and they are performing their specific functions. These carry out all the functions of the cells. They repair it. Sometimes the cells become torn or damaged. They repair it, they protect it, bring it food supplies, get rid of waste and help to grow and reproduce. So these are all functions which are performed in a living things. These are performed in the cells by the organelles. Each cell performs different functions in the body. For example, nerve cells, they carry messages. As they carry messages, they are very long, even to the 1 meter as well. So next is blood cells, they take food and oxygen, and brain cells, their function is to think, and muscle cells, they help to move. So in this paragraph, different functions of the cells is given. You will read this paragraph. The last paragraph is, in plants, 2 different cells perform specialized function. For example, root hair cells. Now we are talking about the plants. Root hair cells. These are present. The roots are actually made up of root hair cells. And the function of the root hair cells is to absorb the water and minerals for the growth of the plant. Because all the functions are performed in presence of water and the minerals. So root hair cells absorb water and minerals, and leaf cells absorb sunlight, and they change the sunlight into energy, and they prepare the food for the plants. And the process in which the energy is converted into food, because the food is necessary for the plant's growth, and these are the plants by which we are getting food. So the process is called photosynthesis. So till here I am going to finish the topic, and next we will see in the next class. Now come towards the homework. You will do homework. First of all, you will make the index, and in the index you will write the date, and you will write the name of the unit, and next at the first page of your copy you will make the first term has been started, and then on the next page you will make the title page of unit 1 living things. You will make the title page, make a beautiful title page, and next you will do the homework. The homework is present in your homework folder as well, and you are going to do the homework. Question number page number, turn your book at page number 8. There is a review. Answer the question. You are going to do A part, C part and D part of question number 1, and next is the second question is, how many types of cells are there? Name them. So how you will solve this question? You will just come at page number 5 and you will write the names of these cells, and this will be your answer. So answers are present in the your homework folder. So do a very neat and clean homework. Take care, and Allah Hafiz till the next class.